Hola. From the west side, it is me, DCThePurpleDiva. Welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Friday. Hey, Uppity Unicorn. I know there's a lot of people that are on live right now, but I am working on my hours, y'all. And I have something to say. Last night's chat was kind of deep, really talking about suicide attempts within the autism community with adults. And I was having that conversation in reference to an alleged, death of a YouTuber. I still don't know if it's really true, but I can say that it appears that it may be, because there's been another Facebook post today by her daughter. So if that is true, and since I didn't really even know the lady, but it seems that it had to do with cyberbullying, which is so sad. So that kind of threw me, because a lot of people were thinking that maybe it was a stunt. Wow. But when you couldn't get her on the phone and wow, the family wasn't responding, I don't know, but I'm just gonna say, I would say keep the spirit in prayer, keep the family in prayer, because if this is not an alleged thing that happened, and it really did happen, a small child was left behind. But I also wanted to talk about the fact that I've noticed, now I very rarely, at least I thought, I very rarely get dislikes. I very rarely get dislikes on my live streams, but I have noticed that for the last, 4 or 5 live streams, I get a bunch of dislikes, and I'm not a bunch, like 2 or 3, but I know they're giving me a view. But I'm wondering, is this another one of those cases of people not liking people whose chats I go into or who I support? Here's a little public announcement to anyone who's just disliking my chat strictly because you don't like who I associate with on YouTube. Let's be clear about this. Nobody knows anybody on YouTube, guys. I don't do the drama. So if you got some drama with somebody who I go in their chat and everything, you go deal with them on that drama. Don't come over to my channel with that BS. And lastly, I'm a grown woman who has her own platform on here. And the last time I checked, my mother is gone. She has died. So, and my dad's in North Carolina, and he doesn't really care what I do on YouTube, by the way. So, that being said, I can go wherever the hell I want. I can go wherever I want. I don't even care. You know, so what? You know, like right now, this weekend, what I'm doing, Uppity, I am on my other channel, you know, because that's linked to my other Gmail account, which wasn't subscribed to my page, because that page was completely separate because it's just there. I subscribed that page to this page, and I'm doing my playlist over the weekend. Now, I've already done all of my vlogs because I could do that one day, but I don't know how long it's going to take to go through all my live streams, because I have like over 145 live streams. That's got to be, you know, I would say at least a week, because my live streams are generally at least an hour. And then there's some in there that are 3 or 4 hours. But I want to do that because I am trying to get over 3,000 hours this week. So I figured the only way that I'm going to do that is if I run my live stream playlist on my other YouTube account. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've already run one. That one's done. After I finish my live, I'm going to go start the other one running. Yep. It's going to be running. And then, you know, tomorrow I'll see where it is. And maybe I'll go live from my phone so I don't have to stop my playlist. I don't care about the people who are trying to destroy people. I have better things to do. I'm going to get with a another YouTuber who gives out wonderful information and wants to help me to get my channel where it needs to be, to build a little website for me where I will be able to highlight the books that I'm almost done with, and also my YouTube channel, and start to drive traffic to here. I'm also going to be working on some other streams of income off of YouTube. You know, in the meantime, I don't have time for these people, but because I'm here for a purpose. Like last night, my entire live stream was really about autism, and it was specifically about adults on the spectrum who have, you know, and how it relates to suicide. Exactly. And you know, I'm not part of the Section 8 sector of YouTube. Let me just state that. I'm actually part of the autism sector of YouTube. And yeah, and I'm part of the Black sector, but I'm part of the autism sector. I don't do drama. I don't do beef. You know, I don't do high school antics. You know, I don't have a Cyberman. No offense to y'all who choose to have Cyberman, but I don't have a Cyberman. I have a real man who doesn't do YouTube. Okay? So, you know, and I've got a life off of line. I mean, seriously, being a caregiver is no joke, you know, and you have to think about the fact is that I've been doing this, you know, for almost 25 years. For almost 25 years, y'all, I've been doing this. Because my son will be 25 this year. And, you know, you have no idea when you sign up to be a parent how long you're going to need to be that parent. Most of us find that no matter where our children are, whether they have a disability or not, that you're going to need to be a parent for the rest of your life. There are no breaks on being parents. You don't get to stop being a parent once your child turns 18 and is grown. Because although I have been grown for a very long time and have taken care of myself for a very long time, I am thankful that my father is still here because I still need my daddy to be here. And as long as my mom was here, I needed her to be here. So, yeah. That's part of being a parent, you know, and what I feel is part of my job, not just me, because I'm not the only, Black autism mom on here, but I need to put more emphasis on the fact that our kids get it. I want to put more of an emphasis on the fact that there are adults, who have autism that don't necessarily aren't able to get out there and get a job. Even the ones who can get out there and get a job can't get out there and get a job because they're stigmatized because of having autism. And that autism does not end at 18, although some people would like it to. There is no cure for autism. I do not believe that autism was created, was a man-made, thing. I think that it always was there. I think that things like giving vaccinations at the time that they are given now may have triggered it in some children. That's my belief. I don't think that I don't think it's the driving force in it, because if that were the case, all children would get autism who have been vaccinated. So I'm not on that ridiculous tip, but I do feel that it's responsible for some children. And if you guys do enough digging out there on the internet, the wonderful internet, buried somewhere on some website is an article that talks about a case that went to court where the U.S. government paid some parents because they admitted to these parents in this particular case that the vaccinations probably caused the autism in their children. It's out there. It's out there. I've seen it. Somewhere I have I copied it on some computer I have. Hey, Darren. I was just talking about you, Darren. Darren, I know you think that I'm monetized, but I'm not yet. I almost have my hours. That's what I'm working on. But I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I think me and Uppity are going to end up getting monetized around the same time. Hey, 1SP, thank you so much. 1SP, you are so sweet to like and share my live streams out every time. Thank you so much for doing that. I always get the notifications that you have liked and shared it. Even if you don't even come into my chat, I see that you liked and shared it. So I just wanted to tell you thank you for doing that. You're not going to try to be live at 10? Oh, you try not to be live at the same time as me? Well, but like that day that you went live when it was kind of a crazy day, I didn't even want to go live after all of that stuff that had happened on that day. So when you came on with your music, that was so perfect, Uppity. That was perfect, and I kind of go with the flow. It's like some days when I don't do my lives because there's just so much going on YT, that the energy makes me not want to do it. But, I wanted to be here. I like to be, hey, Kizzy. I like to come on and hang out with you guys, and it's Friday night and we're all locked in. So what else are we going to do? Which, by the way, Might not be the case for certain parts of the country much longer. But here's a news bulletin for you guys. So Orange County beaches were open last weekend, guys, in California. I have to say Orange County in California, so y'all know I'm not talking about Orange County, Florida. Orange County, California. And the cities that had their beaches open took the governor to court and said that he was violating their rights to be on the beach, and that he was also violating the city council's rights to assemble to have a meeting. So the judge, who was in his right mind, dismissed it and upheld the governor's ruling and would not, put an injunction on it. So they just have to stay closed for the rest of May, which I think will be a good thing. Now, of course, today you had fools, and I'm going to say that, who were out in the street, about 3,000 of them, who were out in the street in Huntington Beach, California, protesting. Many had no mask on. They were doing no social distancing whatsoever to protest the beaches being closed. So anyway, they didn't get their way. It's not going to happen. They're closed. Now, while they were out there protesting, the governor of California, now, I don't know if I agree, but he has said that they're going to start to reopen some businesses in some areas in days. So they're anticipating that we will start to have businesses opening up in the month of May in California. So I don't know how I feel about that, seeing as I live in the county with the highest body count, but then again, for me, obviously, and for those of us who work in certain fields, the faster the country gets back up is the faster that we can, get our payback, go back to the jobs that we were doing. But I don't want to do that at the, at the risk of other people's health. So I don't know how I feel about that. Where I think we've got 21 states now that are starting to open up. So what are we going to be at? What, by the end of May, are we going to have all 50 starting to open up? Is that how it's going to go? And is that too soon? Is that too soon, guys? You're so funny. Well, I don't mean that you were thoughtful, 1SP. Okay, is that better? Is thoughtful better? Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen Cash. Thanks for coming. Haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, I don't know if we're maybe jumping the gun, but I don't know. Think about how Sweden just said, F it. We're just going to go on about our business. We're going to tell our older citizens and those who have underlying conditions to do the sheltering, but the rest of us are going to go about our business. And we're going to suggest that people do social distancing, but it's going to be up to them whether they do it or not. That's how Sweden is handling it. But I have to say again that They were able to do it that way because their healthcare system is able to handle the population of Sweden. The healthcare system in the United States is broken. We do not have enough healthcare workers. And then you see with the things that have happened, how we treat our healthcare workers. I'm embarrassed and I'm angry about that because my dad is a healthcare worker. It's just awful, that they are not more appreciated. Same thing with those who are on the front lines in what we consider the lower paying jobs, that are in jobs that they got to be at work. We didn't appreciate those people before, but I bet you appreciate them now because some of them are risking their health to be out there. Some people are making more on unemployment than on a job, but let me just say, in the state of California, no. Now, I haven't collected unemployment for quite some time, knock on wood, but it's not that much. No. The maximum that it is, if you make less than $50,000, then you might be okay with it. But if you make more than that, then it caps out at enough, not enough to be, enough for you to be able to pay your bills. Especially if you live in counties like Los Angeles County. But then they have that extra, I think they put some extra money on it. So that might help, that might bring it up to speed, because I think they were talking about an extra $600 and stuff. So it's probably a better one than what happened, back during the Obama administration, doing 44. I don't know, but if they're making more on unemployment than they would at a job, that's not going to be motivation to go back to a job for some people. But you can only collect unemployment for so long. That's another reason why they're trying to push to get these, estates reopened. Because think about how long can any state that provides unemployment insurance keep paying out unemployment insurance? And in California, it's over $1 billion. In a week. So it's insane. I mean, before this happened, the state of California actually had a surplus, a large surplus, gone, vanished, thanks to our current situation, gone. But it would have probably been far worse if they didn't even have that. But now they've got to build that back up somehow. And they're not going to be able to build it back up off the backs of the taxpayers when they don't have a job. Yeah. See, they don't even, I can tell you that it's nowhere near $3,000 a month in California. It might be about $2,000, that they're getting, or a little bit over there, but it's definitely not 3,000. And most people's, the general rent for a 1-bedroom in the city of Los Angeles is north of 1,500. And I didn't stutter. That's current prices. Exactly, Queen Cash. Yeah. Yeah, there's no expiration on being a parent. None. You know, so you know, because of my son having a disability, I'm a more hands-on parent. And he's grown. But he's not at a point where he is able to do things on his own yet. But there are many people on the autism spectrum that are not like my son, that are, you know, able by his age to pretty much, you know, do things on their own. You know, they may have some social issues, you know, but here's the thing. The reason why so many live at home, even if they are considered what they say higher functioning, is because they can't get jobs. It's not because they can't take care of themselves, but because of having autism as an adult, a lot that it's stigmatized. If they say they have it, if they figure out they have it, for a lot of jobs. So it is very hard for a lot of them to get jobs. It's not right. Oh, thank you, Darren. I'm trying, man. You were making sense this afternoon. I wrote down some notes and everything. So we're definitely going to have to talk offline because, you know, yeah, I got to do some stuff. Let me just say that. I got to do some stuff. Thank you, Darren. You know, but that's why, like, when I went, I really, like yesterday, I really took a trip around just looking to see how many autism moms were out there. And I actually was able to find more importantly, when I, you know, hashtagged autism moms, my channel came up. So that was good. I hashtagged autism vlogs. My channel came up. So, you know, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm putting in the right hashtags and everything. But, you know, I'm sure there's some other ones because there's some channels. There's a lot of autism channels. A lot more than I thought that are actually monetized. Now, it could have happened, you know, since I came onto YouTube, but, you know, there's some that have significant amounts of followers on their channel. Now, I don't know if Autism Live, which is one of the channels that I look at, if they are monetized. I don't know if they, you know, went for monetization because I don't know if that's the reason. I think they're on, you know, on YouTube for more of another purpose because, you know, they're funded, you know, by the Card Center, which is an autism center that works with people on the autism spectrum nationwide in the United States. So, but I found that there are quite a few, and I've seen, you know, some, you know, that are in under 10K in subscribers, and I've seen some that have you know, over that. Of course, we've got two that are like really big for an autism channel. One that's in the 90s and another one that's over 100K. But the one that's over 100K is in the UK. The one that's in the 90s, he's in Florida. And I found that there are a lot of autism channels in Florida. because Florida is the other state that has a lot of services for kids on the spectrum. I know I got to start putting in a bunch more text. See, I stopped and just put it down to 3, you know, because they won't show more than that, but I got to put in more tags on every video. I do. I got to put in more tags, because even if they don't show on my actual, you know, on my, you know, my video, when I can see it on my page, they'll show up when someone goes to search and my video come up. So I already figured that out. That's one of the reasons why I went back on all my videos, on my all of my vlog uploads. The first thing on the first hashtag on all of my vlog uploads is autism vlog. And the reason that is because I found out that that's the most popular hashtag for autism, in the autism community. That's the one that a lot of the bigger, everybody uses that one. So that one will pull me into the autism algorithm. So that's the reason why I put that there. But I gotta go through that stuff that you put out, that you did in your video earlier today. And you guys, if you guys don't go look at what Darren is talking about, man, this dude has so much wisdom, and he gives it to you in these nuggets. He tells it to you. You take notes. He leaves the video up for a few hours so enough people can get through there. And then, of course, like a good businessman, he takes it down. But he gives you enough to know so that you know he is legit. Man, y'all need to subscribe to Darren's channel. Darren, you can drop your link in the chat, because I want anyone who is not subscribed to you to go out and check you out. Hey, Terry. Good evening. That's what I'm talking about. You guys gotta, so y'all need to go check him out. You need to go check him out. That's actually, he is uppity. He's very humble. He's very humble about it. But dude is about his business. And he wants to make, you know, he wants us to be empowered with the knowledge. You know? He tries to make it as simple as possible. You know? No, he don't brag, so I'm bragging for him. He don't brag, so I'm gonna brag for him. You need to check him out. He needs more support on his channel. I mean, he's not trying. He may not be on here trying to make it into a monetized channel, getting it up to 1K, but we need him to more people to know about his channel. So we need to push that. I'm just saying. Thank you for dropping your link in the chat, Darren. But yeah, good channel. Not a lot of knowledge. You will not be disappointed. Will not be disappointed at all. I promise you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts, Miss Kissy. I love all your blue hearts. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Darren. Very, very welcome. But thank you for, for just getting out there and just, giving us the resources. That's what I'm telling people to Oh, David's trying to talk to you. David wants to say hi. Say hi. They can't see you because I don't have the camera on.
Hi, David.
Say hi. Say hi, Darren. Say hi, Uppity Unicorn.
Hi, Unicorn.
Hi. Say hi, Miss Kizzy.
Hi, Miss Kitty.
All right. Say hi, 1SP.
Hi, 1P.
See? Yeah, he's saying hi to y'all. Y'all hear that baritone voice? Yeah, I know. That's why when I call him my baby, but he's got a bit, but he's a man because y'all hear that baritone. Yep. He's got a deep voice like he actually has a deep voice like my dad and my brother. Because his dad's voice is not that deep. But my son got that baritone from my side of the family. Thank God, because he can carry a tune. Because we can all sing in my family. We're all musically inclined. You know, although none of my immediate family, none of us are making music, making money from music. Let me put it like that. But my brother has made money from music. And he's the only one who actually studied music in college. I was a math major. My sister was sociology. Yeah, something like that. But when I was looking at my videos, you guys, when I was looking at my vlogs, because I don't really go back and look at my vlogs. I hadn't really gone back and looked at them. But today when I was playing my playlist of my vlogs, I saw how I had grown in the production value in making the vlogs, and how I've incorporated things. I've learned how to do the voiceovers on them, and I noticed that ring light is really good lighting that I have. I'm like, dang. And it's not even an expensive ring light, but I just went back and looked at all of these things, just trying to look at the technical aspects of the videos. Hey, Viper Sniper. Hey, Sunday. Thank you, sister on the east side. So I went back and really just kind of looked at the production quality. Because, on the live stream is a live stream. And it's really, on the live stream, it's really just about the content that's within it. But on the vlog, I got an intro and I got to, exit from them. So, I just wanted to kind of look at how that had changed from my very first vlog, which I don't think had any intro. I don't think I had any music, nothing. It was bare bones. Hey, Miss Pamela. Thank you for coming on in, girl. So, that showed me some things. And then I also realized that after I finished the book on my son, just raising him, because that one only really goes up until he, is an adult. But now I know that there's things that I can pull that are maybe shorter books that I can put out as ebooks, because that book is going to be a book. Okay. That's not going to be an ebook. This is going to be a book, be it a paperback or hardback, but it's going to be a book with turning pages, real turning pages. It'll also, hopefully be available electronically, but I want to see a book with printed pages for that, but for little books that I do with little short, things dealing with how to deal with certain things with someone who's an adult as continuations. I can do those maybe as ebooks. So I've got like all this stuff that's coming to me while we're in the middle of all of this stuff. I told y'all, creative people create, and we all of that, it just bubbles up in us when we have like, and it's not that I have free time, it's just that I have time where I am not out doing things that I would normally be doing. Like I would be running the streets, y'all. I would be out singing karaoke. I would be out at rehearsals for the plays that I do, and if I got music gigs, I would be in the studio doing, background session work, all that stuff. Can't do none of that now. Hey, Mahogany Roots, sis, how are you? Thank you, Mahogany. I appreciate it, sis. I love your live, sis. I'll be going through watching your replays too. Thank you for listening this Sunday, because it's a Friday night, y'all. And, when all of us were younger, most of us are over a certain age. But when we were younger, on Friday nights, we would not be at home, especially if we didn't have no kids. I remember before I had a child. Now, back in those days, I told y'all I was a rink rat. I was a skater. I'm still a skater. By the way, I'm trying to make that skating video for y'all this weekend. But I was a rink rat. Yeah, I was in the skating rink all the time. Matter of fact, my son's father met me at the skating rink because that's where I was. The skating rink was where I would be. I was already past hanging out in the clubs, because after hanging out in the clubs for early 20s, I was done with the clubs. You're not really gonna meet anybody in the clubs. And I think it's still the same way today. You're really not gonna meet a quality person in the clubs. If you do, they were a unicorn in the club. I'm just saying. But yeah, the club is more for hitting and quitting. They're not looking for a relationship. So then I was at the skating rink. Let me tell you about the skating rink. The skating rink, that's a whole nother club. A lot of people are at the skating rink to hit and quit it too, or they're trying to do their notches. So yeah, those are the things that were going on back in the day. And now, if I was young right now, I would probably be losing my mind just like these 20-somethings are. Because they are losing their minds, having to stay home. That's why we see crazy things like hip-hop parties with a crowd of young folk who clearly don't value their lives. Clearly, they don't value their lives. Oh, you hope to skate in Central Park? You know what, Sunday? Let me see. I used to come to New York. When I used to work for GE, I would come to New York, and I have a friend in Brooklyn. So when I would come to New York, where did I go skate? I went skating at the Union Skate in Union City. And there's another skating rink that I went to, because I went to two. There's two skating rinks that I went to. Oh, and I went to the one, and I went to Empire Skate. Empire Skate doesn't exist anymore. But I went to Empire Skate. Doesn't exist anymore. Telling y'all, I'm a skater. I used to skate everywhere. I used to skate everywhere. I went to skate at skating rinks in Texas. I went to skating rinks in Dallas. I went to the skating rinks in Houston. I've been to the skating rink in Chicago. I've been to the Northland skate rink in Michigan. I've been to that skating rink in Georgia because every year they have, like, they used to have, well, and they still do, they have this big skating party in Atlanta. Don't know if it's going to happen this year, though, but I don't know, because you see, Atlanta's already opened up. And we haven't heard anything yet, but it's only been a week. We're probably going to need to wait until next week to see. I just hope, I pray that they don't have no crazy uptick on this because of opening the businesses. I pray that doesn't happen in the ATL. You're a roller skater? I knew I liked you, Sunday. There's this movie. It's probably on YouTube somewhere. It's called 8 Wheels. And that is it talks about all the skate rinks all over the United States, including those here in California. The one that's in LA is called World on Wheels. It was closed for a few years, and I said this in another broadcast way back. Part of the reason why it got reopened was Nipsey Hussle. He was one of the investors. The investors in that, along with Snoop Dogg. There were a bunch of them, but it was black people that got that rink open back up and bought it. And my prayer is that when this is all over, they're able to reopen that. Obviously, they're like everywhere else, they're going to have to make modifications. Now, with skating, depending on the size of the rink and the amount of people in there, it is very possible to do social distancing. But it is an enclosed, place. So, I don't know. Are you gonna come to Cali? People like to skate out on the beach here too. Like they skate out on Venice on the weekends. Well, we used to. We can't do none of that stuff right now. But in the summer, down in the area of Muscle Beach. But roller skating is a big thing in Cali. It is a big thing. And roller skating is a big thing with Black people. So it's one of those things that wasn't our thing, that became our thing. When we took it over and could do it better than they could. Yeah, it's one of those things. If you look at that movie, 8 Wheels, I'm telling you, you'll see some, and I know some of the people that are in that movie too. Because some of my friends here in LA were in the movie. Oh, handball. Oh yeah, a lot of people play handball. I've never played handball. I've never played racquetball. I played tennis and ping pong. But I've never played handball. Yeah, it's a cultural thing. Roller skating is one of the underground cultures in the Black community. It really is. It's an underground culture. You know, uh, uh, I mean, I've been skating since I was a kid, you know, because I grew up on the East Coast. So in DC, we skated all winter and fall long because it's, you know, but in the summertime in DC, the skating rinks, practically nobody was there. First of all, they didn't have no air condition. So it was hot, you know, but then at night they would get crowded sometimes, but it was so hot. No AC, humidity. And then, you know, the skating rink in DC was called Calorama. It was on this street called Calorama Road. And Calorama is spelled with a K. And this is the place where I learned about stepping out of my skates way before I came to LA, because they would shoot a lot at the skating rink. And I don't mean arrows. They were shooting bullets. Like I said, I grew up in DC. And the DC that many of you guys know today in 2020, that's not the DC I grew up in. The DC in the 60s and the 70s and in the early 80s was a whole nother DC. It was truly the chocolate city. It was truly a black city. And yeah, they would shoot up at that skating rink, which was up. It was on, okay, so Howard University is on this street called Georgia Avenue. And this skating rink was maybe 20 blocks from Howard University. On the same street, but it was like on the corner of this other street called Calorama, which is why it was named Calorama. They closed it a long, long time ago. Then they opened up another skating rink. They had a skate park in Anacostia, which, if you guys know anything about DC, is a historical part of DC where a lot of the well-to-do black people lived. Now it's not, well, now it's better, but then it became one of the poorest parts of DC. Now it's a more up-to-do, you know, up because, you know, other people have come in and taken over. You know, but yeah, skating's not probably the same as it was when we were younger. Now, I mean, I'm older. I'm one of those skaters that I can skate my butt off, but I'm not skating fast. You can skate around me because I'm usually skating backwards. And I'm skating, and I'm when I skate smooth and slow, and I'm taking my time. I'm that chick. I'm that chick. I wasn't that chick when I was younger. When I was younger, I was flying around the rink. Flying. And I can still do the flying. I just don't do it as often because, yeah, I'm a little older now. And if I fall, I might actually break something. And I ain't trying to break nothing. Or I'm not trying to have anything sore for a whole week because somebody made me fall because they don't really know how to skate. That part. I can ice skate too, Sunday. I can ice skate too. I learned how to ice skate because they put an ice skating rink in the ghetto. So I grew up on Capitol Hill, but I grew up like in the area near RFK. I literally could walk a block over from my house and I could see the stadium on this street called East Capitol. But the school that I went to and the church that I went to, because you guys know, as I always tell you, I grew up Catholic, was in Southeast DC. And if you know anything about DC, Southeast is the worst part of DC. So that's where I went to school. And down the street from my school, they decided to plop a skating rink right there, because my school was across the street from a park, which is Fort DuPont Park. So they decided to put a ice skating rink in Fort DuPont Park. And so I learned how to ice skate. Yeah, that's why I learned how to ice skate. So I know how to ice skate, but I'm a roller skater. If I have to get on some ice skates, I'm probably not gonna fall, but I don't particularly like skating on the ice. I prefer the wood. Just how I am. And I prefer 4 wheels rather than a blade. But the ice skating makes it easier to do certain moves, because the weird thing is that a lot of ice skaters, they can flip into roller skating with no problem. But it's harder for you to flip from roller skating to ice skating. I got you. I see what you're saying, Sunday. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you know, nah. We were a little we was a little more ghetto in DC, but we did play tennis. I played tennis. I know I played tennis. There were tennis courts at the park, and my dad played tennis. I tell you know, my dad is the only doctor that I know that does not play golf. I play golf. My father does not, and I play golf because, you know, my you know, career has been in real estate lending industry, and because of me, you know, working with a nonprofit for autism, they did charity golf tournaments. So all of those things made me start playing golf, because they do a lot of business deals on the golf course in real estate. And if you are dealing with nonprofits and working with nonprofits, a lot of times when they do charity events, it's a golf course, it's a golf tournament here in Cali. So I learned how to play golf. I have a full set of golf clubs because I'm a lefty and I needed left-handed golf clubs. And I do go to the range to keep up, you know, my shooting, but you know, can't do that right now. So it is what it is. Hey, God, the good one. Hey, Sit and Mo. How are you guys? Y'all know I can run my mouth, but I am looking in the chat. I see people coming in. I'm running my mouth, though. I'm so sorry. I'm running my mouth. It is about balance. Oh, I'm a dancer. I'm a dancer, Sunday. I can salsa. You know that, you know. I can't do the rumba. I would like to learn how to do the rumba, but you know, and I don't know how to tango, but I can salsa. And that's one of the, I love dancing. That was one of the things I used to just love to go dancing, but I ain't doing all that no more. But I do still dance. I do owe you guys a video of me dancing. And I'm not talking about doing, you know, the Running Man. I'm talking about, you know, ballet, modern dance, that kind of dance. So, you know, because when I was in all the way up through college, I was a dancer. And then I even did, you know, what they call the praise dancing in church. But my mama had me dancing, you know, because I was a tomboy, you know. I was into all the sports and stuff. So my mom, I would have me in ballet classes. I learned how to cook. I know how to sew. I know how to knit. I know how to crochet. I know how to do all the girly stuff, you know, to make sure. She was like, I just want to make sure that you know how to act like a girl. Okay, so, but I was still an athlete. Didn't stop that part. I still ran track. And actually, I may, next week, not this week, but maybe next week on like Throwback Thursday, I may post a picture that I got from my dad of me doing either the hurdles or the long jump, or what's the other one that I did? The one where you flip over the bar. Yeah, that one. One of those. I have pictures of all those. She ain't gonna have no helpless son, so you had to learn. I mean, I'm still kind of a tomboy too. I mean, I'm not really. I mean, I'll put on dresses and skirts, but I'm generally in jeans and a t-shirt. I wear heels when I go out, but I usually have on tennis shoes and stuff, you know. But I mean, I'm a tall girl. I put on heels. I'm over 6 foot. Period. And I do know how to walk in the heels, because that was another thing my mother did. I did some modeling and stuff before I came to California, and then after I came to California. I did a little modeling, like photo stuff, fashion shows, that kind of stuff. But see, even though I'm skinny, you guys, or I'm slimmer, I have like an athletic build and stuff, I'm not small enough. Even when I was small, even at my smallest, I'm not small. I would have been the perfect size for modeling in the 9th grade. The size I was at 14. That size would have been perfect. But even as, I mean, you guys have seen me, when I've actually shown myself. I'm not, I'm a smaller chick, but I'm tall. So, yeah. "51 and stronger than younger." I feel you on that. I feel you on that, Sunday. I try to be a lady, and I'm pretty good at it. Because my last fight was in my 40s. The last time I got into it with somebody, I was in my 40s. And I believe I was under the age of 45. Yeah. And it was a friend, but they were drunk. And they put their hands on me. And the week before this happened, at the same location, because this was at a karaoke bar, I had said to someone the week before this happened, I know I don't look like I can fight, but bet nobody mess with me, because they're going to find out that they wrong. This is what I said. And I was talking to a different group of friends. This friend comes up there the next week. She's drunk. She's having issues going on. Our friendship is kind of on the rocks because of some stuff that she's done. But I'm being good. I'm cool. And we leave. Like I said, she's drunk, because karaoke bars, in case you guys don't know, generally is a bar. They're serving alcohol, you know. So yeah. And I said she comes after me as we're leaving, and she comes towards me. I said, you know what? Please don't touch me. That's what I said. I said, please don't touch me. I warned her. And I don't know what happened after that, because I went black. And all I know is that the next thing I knew is that they were pulling me off of her, and I was punching the concrete because I was punching. I had been punching her, and they had pulled her, and I was still punching. What I am told happens is that I dropped my purse, I dropped my coat, and I leaped through the air and jumped on top of her after she put her hands on me. But she put her hands on my neck like she was trying to do something. So y'all, I lost it. I lost it. You know, but I am generally a very cool person. You know, don't start none, won't be none. You know, but I'm too old to get a case, so I don't really want to get into a fight if I don't have to at this point in life. You know what I mean? I don't really want to do it. You know, but you know, I'm one of those people that always has something at the front door waiting in case somebody comes to my house and acts stupid. Yeah, I'm that chick too. So, I try to be a nice person. I do. I try. But I know I've been running my mouth for over an hour. So let me get on here and let you guys see me, because I'm about to jump off of here. I hope y'all enjoyed my being a Gabby chatterbox tonight. 1 second. Let me just come on so y'all can see me. I know. I try not to get my gangster on Sunday. They don't want to see DC. They don't want to see the DC in DC. That's what they don't want to see. They don't want to see that person. All right. Hey guys. How are y'all? Whew. We are making it through. We are making it through. I stepped out to get some air today. I step out to get air every day. But my son went out and had some air today. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on IG, it's DCThePurpleDiva on IG. There's a picture of my son sitting outside with his mask on. So y'all have to, if you follow me on IG, go check it out. And you have to follow me to see it, because my page is private. But obviously, if I know you, I'm going to let you on in. But thank you guys for coming out tonight. Ooh, I'm sweating. It's hot in here. It's hot. It's hot in the house. It's a little warm here in California. It's supposed to be getting up to the 90s this coming week. Tomorrow's going to be like in the 70s. Sunday in the 70s. But by midweek, it'll be in the 90s. I don't know. But I thank y'all for being here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I will be dropping the video. It's done. I just decided not to upload it today. I'm going to upload it tomorrow. I figured since I waited to the end of the week, I might as well put it up on the weekend. So it'll be uploaded tomorrow. And I will be back on at some point tomorrow. I'm going to try to do that skating one tomorrow. I'll do it either tomorrow or Sunday. Because where am I going, y'all? Where am I going? I'm going to be at home, right? And I hope all of y'all are going to be staying home. You hear me, Sunday? Stay home. All right, you guys. Until tomorrow, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mañana. Hasta.